I'll just quickly outline my biggest grievance, and it's why your shifting solution didn't work. I'll even just use your base to illustrate it. No. I bet you didn't use keyframes, but that's because you actually didn't time. They're just the DVD subs. They suck. You can see audio almost starts before the sub pops up, and it's just right there. Because they're DVD subs, they suck. If you did shift these, or actually time them yourself, you suck at timing. What you really need to do is go to something like this. Actually, I think it's now this site. Read it. I mean, it's not, you don't want to do what it tells you to word for word, but at least it's someone that knows how to time, explaining how to time. I have silly videos showing how I've timed, but these are resources that exist, you can refer to, you can read. Everyone would, I've asked a bunch of timers, everyone would tell you different lead-in values, different lead-out values. It doesn't really, it's preference by release. There are some extremes you don't want to go to, but basically what needs to be done to these, all of these episodes even, is someone needs to time it. Someone needs to go through, just adjust everything, because it all sucks really bad. Make sure it's on that keyframe. You can see before it wasn't. Now it is, because you weren't using Avid keyframes. That probably shouldn't have been on that keyframe. Just go through and time everything. If you really don't want to do that, even though it needs to be done here, but there are situations where maybe you're using someone else's source and they were a good enough timer, but maybe not to your preference. Most important thing, Smug Cat people didn't do it. I'm guessing you didn't. Watch your release. Make sure the timing is good. See right there, you can see, probably extend it. You can also do that, when you're actually timing, you could see that needed to be done. That's what needs to happen. Watch your release before you release it. I mean, typesetting, whatever, it's bad, it's fine. The text is there and it's in the soft sub. If I wanted to use this release as a base, I could fix it up myself. It's fine. You didn't do anything insane. The other thing too is you want to manually line break, you want to manually control. Maybe this should be split. Your default padding you have right here, that shit, you probably want 60. And I can show just normally, if I were to skip narration, just on dialogue. Using same defaults really helps a lot. Now it's good. But really you can just look through, this is long. Don't let ASS or Aggie Sub, VS Filter, LibAss line break for you. You should line break yourself. Have a purpose where you're going to put your break. This should probably be line broken. Breaking the suites. You don't want to break up the suites. It's the whole phrase. Just simple stuff like that. Just actually going over your release before you do it. Before you release it, I mean. Better vertical padding. It's too close to the bottom of the frame. It sucks to watch. Especially if I'm going to watch it over there on my TV. But here, this is all narration. See, that fucking sucks. It's all the way at the bottom of the goddamn screen. It's just bad. Have it higher. It doesn't need to be that high. Maybe a bit lower than this. But just the point being, actually adjust your settings. Actually go through... I don't know why your shit's crashing everything. I guess just to check for mucks and errors. But just actually watch your release before you release it. Actually adjust the timing, like by hand. Go through every line. It fucking sucks. It's a lot of work, but that's the whole point. That's why most people don't do it. It's a lot of work. And honestly, this is just essentially a remux. I can do that myself. I've done that myself for this show. It's not releasable. Like, no work has been done to this. Like, fine, have your styling be whatever it is. You don't need to do typesetting. Most people don't care about fan subbers. But do good timing. Have good padding. Everything else, it can be fixed. You can fix styling, the font, the shadow, the weight. You can adjust that, even tags in MPV or the default, those funny settings in XY subfilter. But I can't fix timing. That's all. Biggest grievance. Shitty timing.